So yes, back for a very quick video. I know on this channel I always say that I wanted to create something to support and mentor people through hard times, and the one way I found that is through laughter. But this video right here is going to be something a little different. So today everything started with a conversation. I normally don't put my family business out there. I normally keep things to myself, but I feel like the more the world knows, the more resources someone can get. And when it comes to my family, it hits here. And with me being in Virginia and my family being back home, it's nothing I can do. I can't be there for someone. I can't pick them up or meet them somewhere just to walk and talk with them. So it's really hard. So I'm going to use this video to try to get as much support as I can. I don't know how far it will get. I don't even know if it'll get anywhere. But it needs to be something I know I tried. So today it started with a conversation. My older sister called me, and I'm gonna try not to get emotional on this video, but today my sister called me, and she was just in a horrible space. And if you know you've went through, just think of your hardest times in life, and when you think, you're questioning God or you're questioning why, and you feel like no one is there for you, and you've called 1,000 people and that one person picks up. I was that one person today. And when it comes to my older sister, growing up, she was the one that I went to. She's the one I talked to. When we got a little older, I think we split paths because I moved and she got heavily into drinking. And when you allow yourself to basically drink yourself into a cave, you burn a lot of bridges along the way. And she has, and she knows that. And my purpose for this video is to let people know. Today she called. I'm glad I ain't put no mascara on. So today she called and she was in a suicidal space. And I've dealt with suicide a lot. So when you've had close people to you commit suicide, people who you work with commit suicide, it's not a feeling that you ever want to get familiar with. It's tough. So when she called me today and she was questioning why she was still living, it was hard to really talk to her, because at the same time I questioned, like, you allowed yourself to get to where you are, and now you don't want to live because you've realized how far you have fallen. And then I woke up, because how dare I question why she feels the way she does, or that it's her fault. Everyone who gets to a point of suicide, there's a long trail of why. There's lies, there's broken promises, there's abuse, there could be a million things. But us as humans, we always want to question what they did wrong. And I'm tired of everyone blaming her and then turning their backs on her, when you will hand feed someone who has done you 10 times worse. And I haven't wrapped my thoughts around why people have turned their back so hard on her when there's people who's done you 10 times worse. I'm not asking for no one to do no big, huge things for her. I'm not. Because I know how she's hurt people. I do. But I haven't turned my back on her. I haven't. If I was there, I would have been the person who would have picked her up right then and there. No matter what we've been through, because that's my family. And what's so crazy is that the generations that I see, especially the generations that I see on Facebook, they truly do not know the meaning of family. They don't. You can't know the meaning of it, because you're the first person to go onto Facebook and to blast somebody. And then 2 weeks later, oh, this is my best friend and I love my cousin, I love my sister and all this other stuff. For one, it's not for fucking social media. It's just not. Because in that same social media that you watch, pay attention to what you're posting about your damn self. Pay attention to how it's reflecting how you look. True. No, my sister's not perfect. Neither am I. But that does not stop me from a chance for someone to live. Life is precious. Every time I lay with my kids, every time that we're watching movies, or I just catch myself staring at them while they're talking about their grades or they're talking about some sports, I know the feeling of being a mother. And I just couldn't imagine my kids getting to the point to where my sister is. Like, I understand why my mother has done so much for my sister. But at the end of the day, somebody could do something as easily as, say, texting her, just saying, I prayed for you today. Not saying that she needs to move in with you, that you need to buy her cigarettes, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, something to drink. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is something as easy as texting her a scripture, texting her saying that she has people in this world who want for her to get better, people in this world who just are praying for her. And I've gotten to the point to where I've kind of just, I've given up on morals and a lot of people, because giving up on someone is not something that I wasn't raised like that. There was plenty of times that my family would get into it, and you best believe when my grandma cooked that fried chicken, we was all at her house. You best believe when it's Friday and they grabbing a case of Bush and playing cards, guess where we at? Around everybody. And I think that is dying. It's slowly dying, and it takes a lot for someone to tell the world. Because I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones going through it. But I don't want it to die. Not today, not in generations to come. I want my kids to feel the same family I felt. I want my kids to know my family won't turn on their back. So all I'm asking out of this video is just for people to pray. Just for people to let her know she is still loved. And people still want her to change for the good. And that at the end of the day, family is family. No matter how wrong we are, we have to be able to take them and say, yeah, you're wrong. And this is how you're going to fix it. This is how you're going to make sure you don't make these same mistakes. But so many people are just set on, this is how life should be. This is how, and I've even caught myself doing it. And not everybody has went through the same turmoil that we've all went through. So you can't say that somebody's life would be this way. You haven't walked in their shoes. You can't say you make a right turn on this path because they made a left and it happened to be the wrong way. Like, I just wish people would stop comparing their life to other people's lives. Like, I can't compare my path to anyone else's path because I know what it took to get here. Maybe there's someone who would have got here faster. Maybe there's someone who wouldn't have got here. I can't say that because it's not my life. All I can say is that the people I have near me, I hold them dear. Even the people I have around me and in my circle, we've been through a lot. But that's my family. That's people that I don't give up on. That's people that when I know they need a little motivation, I don't mind being that asshole. And I think that in the last couple of days, a lot of things has happened. So I told myself today, I said, BJ, you really do need to let the world in a little bit. Not have to have so much control. Because you never know what can come out of this. With that being said, I'm going to leave her name at the bottom. I'm not going to give you her whole name. And I just want people to support the cause. One prayer can get you a long way. And the power of prayer can get you even longer. With that, I want to tell you guys to be grateful for the people you have around you. Never go a day without telling someone, hey, just thinking about you. You don't have to have a full conversation. Because what people do not understand is that 99.9% of the time, when you're thinking of someone, they're probably also thinking about you at some point in time during that day. And since we are the type of humans who will sit there and say, I'm not texting her, I'm not calling her because she ain't text or call me. You guys are both thinking the same thing. It just makes no sense. I just don't. I want to be that thing that changes. And I'm going to start it with this video. I know that there will be family members, people who think that I shouldn't have done this or whatever the outcome of this is. But I will tell you, as long as I know, I try to reach out to the world and get as many resources as possible and as many different paths as I can give her to fight this, I'm going to. I want my sister to beat this. This is a disease just like any other. Alcoholism has hit by the millions. And I know somewhere in the world there's a way that you can give someone their life back. And if I can do this and give my niece and my nephew their mother back, to give my mother her daughter back, to give me my sister back, I'm going to do everything I can. So please just let me know if you know resources, if you anything that you think will help. Please do let me know. And I will definitely keep you guys updated on her progress and how we're going to change her outcome. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sorry it paused a lot because I'm obviously a little emotional. So please just give me as much as you guys know.